Welcome to Crappypasta Theater. Okay, it's not really a theater, it's just me reading Crappypasta, but really, if you're here for Crappypasta, you're not gonna care if there are any theatrics involved. You just want terrible creepypasta. And I'm gonna provide that for you. Oh boy, am I gonna provide that for you. So sometimes people attempt to create the next great creepypasta monster. You've heard of Slender Man and the Rake, right? But you may not have heard of these foul creatures that lurk in your nightmares. Now, these are not first-person accounts. That might make the story semi-creepy. These are just descriptions of creatures. So, let us begin compiling the Crappypastadex. Sound guy, creepy music, please. The Shredder. The Shredder is like the Rake, but the Shredder is even faster than the Rake. It has red glowing eyes in the day and green glowing eyes at night. The Shredder has really sharp claws and shreds his victim in pieces. He has really sharp teeth, and he has a bunch of other pairs of teeth at the back of his throat. Alright, I like that one. That was scary. It was scary. I was always a fan of the Shredder in Ninja Turtles when I was younger, so I like that one. The Dark One wears a shredded robe 9 feet tall, long sharp fingers, bat wings, smoky skin. Think about that, people. When you're driving along in your car at night, think about a 9-foot tall creature in your car if it could fit. Only it can't because it's 9 feet tall, but it would be creepy if it could. Glowing Body. Now this one took either 2 people or somebody's using a pseudonym, but Jason Death and Matthew Robertson wrote this one. So it probably took 2 people to come up with this. Although I don't believe that Death is really your last name, sir. Glowing Body. In dark caves, a monster lives, lurking, waiting for the unaware or afraid person to seek safety in the light of the monster's glowing body. Now, if I'm trying to seek safety, I'm gonna go to a glowing monster's body and try to do it. It's just common sense. Anyway, after a person goes to the light, they get horribly mauled by the monster. If you don't go to the monster, you will be followed and consumed by the heavy darkness that keeps becoming more and more unbearable. As soon as it's almost too dark to see, the light will head towards you, until it gets to you and says, "Fearless one, what do you require? Form my domain." You can respond in any way. Just be careful. Is you ask for anything crazy like invincibility, it will destroy you and eat your soul. But is you ask for anything else, you will be left to wander the darkness until the monster returns and says, "Make a wish, or forever be lost." The same rules apply, but this time, you must ask for something. If you ask for light, you will be sent back to the surface with a small light-filled orb that only the fearless can see. Keep it from them, for if you lose it, you will be surrounded by darkness. That orb is part of a puzzle consisting of up to 103 parts. So, it might be less, but it's up to 103 parts. No more than that. So, just understand that it might be less, but it does consist of up to 103 parts. Very specific on that. But if you ask... Okay, I'm having trouble reading this because it's really weirdly written. But if you ask from the monster to have it kill someone, just say the person's name out loud, and he or she will die. And you will be forced to stay in the cave, in the pitch dark, all alone, forever never getting older. I really like that, forever never. Like, I think that Peter Pan's homeland should be called Forever Neverland. I think that's better than Never Neverland. Never Neverland's a bit repetitive, but Forever Neverland is getting... That's better, Anyway, okay. and never needing food or water, and only the thought that the one you hate is forever lost too. If this was two people that wrote this story, one of you needs to be the proofreader. You maybe should get a third person. Maybe, I don't know, we have Jason Death and Matthew Robertson. Maybe like Billy Corpse or something. I don't know. The music has gone now. Complete silence for this last story. Now this one is by Jared Beatty. The Hollow. Gray body, tall and bony. It hides in the shadows, appears when it pleases, and can disappear in a matter of seconds. So it's sort of like a gray Paris Hilton that can appear and disappear at will. That's creepy. Only the hopeless, the depressed, the lost can see it. The shadows are its best friend and your worst enemy. Only you think it is until you see it. You think your life is shit now? You think you're scared, lonely, and depressed? Don't let it know then. Prove it wrong. It will take you, give you no chance. You cannot fight it. You can't run or hide from it because it's everywhere you go. You have a shadow, right? Wrong. It's his now. The happy can't help you because they can't see it or hear it, but you will. It won't talk. You can only hear moaning and crying coming from a distance, and the sounds of bones crackling, and the crying will get louder. At this point, you know your time is up. When you see it, you either accept your fate or panic and scream and cry, but do as you may, it will take you without care. It's like the Grim Reaper, but he takes you before death. It's a twist there. When you want to die or don't, it senses pain and hurt and feeds off of it. It takes your heart and everything inside your head, leaving an empty shell. People that find the bodies of the victims never understand. Police don't know how to handle the situation, so after a while, the case is revoked. So I'm picturing now a police desk, and like the police secretary or whatever just has a stamp that says revoked, and they put the case files, like the cold cases, and just like stamp revoked. Revoked. I wonder if that exists. Anyway, no one has ever escaped him, and only the broken see him. Remember, it knows. He is the Hollow. So that's a twist at the end. I believe the whole story is calling it an it, but at the end you find out it is a male. Which twist? It's a dude. It's a dude named the Hollow. So yeah, creepy. That was Crappypasta Theater. If you have a Crappypasta story you would like me to read, send it my way. Just message me with it. Yeah, that's it. We've added 4 entries to the Crappypastadex. Hopefully we'll have more. There's 4 monsters you should be terrified of. Thank you guys for listening. I've been Dylan. Sweet dreams.